Alright, so what's going on, guys? It's Luca, and I wanted to give you guys my initial impressions about this game. When I first heard about this game, it sounded awesome. It was almost like the game Payday 2, if you guys have ever seen that, where you have to do heists and stuff like that. It seemed like it was going to be that, but also like Battlefield, where, you know, you could perform a heist, but then you have this group trying to catch you and trying to stop you, this group of police. And it sounded really interesting. It sounded like a really cool gameplay dynamic.
Here, you take the wheel.
And now that I've actually played it, it doesn't really feel all that fresh. It feels like Battlefield, which I expected it to feel like Battlefield, but I also expected there to be some interesting gameplay elements to it, and there really isn't. In the game mode Heist, it's basically like, I think it's called Obliteration in Battlefield 4. And that's where you go and you find, like, the bomb or whatever, and you have to go take the bomb somewhere. It's kind of like that, or kind of like Capture the Flag. You have to go and you have to retrieve this package, your loot or whatever, and then when you get the loot, you have to bring it back to one of your evacuation points. And if you do that, you win. Win the whole game. You just do that once, and then it's over. So it's basically like Capture the Flag, but you have one opportunity to capture, or if you're the police, you prevent them from capturing, prevent people from capturing. And it's really not that interesting. I don't know why I'm getting fucked up so hard. Oh, because this guy's camping in this truck. It's really not that interesting. If you've played Battlefield, anything from like Battlefield Bad Company 2 up until this point, it's very, very similar to anything else. Yes, you are technically a police officer, and yes, you are technically a crook or a criminal or whatever. But it's really not that different than if you were just a soldier or a terrorist or whatever. But yeah, basically in this game mode, it's a little bit different. It's slightly more interesting, but still very similar. It's called Blood Money. And in this game mode, there's these money piles right here. You see they just picked up some cash, and now they have to make an escape and bring it back to our base. Which is interesting, but again, it's kind of like a similar play on this Capture the Flag type game mode. And it's really not all that different than what they have been doing in previous Battlefield games. I mean, it definitely feels like a Battlefield game, and that is a good thing. You don't want to ruin the series by making a game that's not Battlefield. But at the same time, when you promise these new gameplay elements, when you promise this big, you know, cops versus robbers style game, I guess I expected more from it than what they have delivered so far. And again, it's just a beta, so it's not the end-all, be-all. Damn it. It's not the end-all, be-all. There could be some new game modes and stuff like that, but for the time being, with the beta, it doesn't really get me too excited for anything in the future. Le deployment. Alright, I want to try and get to their vault. I mean, with all that said, I know I was pretty negative. But with all that said,
here, you take the wheel.
There's... Oh god, that guy's dead. There are some positives to the game. Like I said, it does feel like a Battlefield game. It does play nice. It is well optimized for the PC. It's not... it's not boring. It's fun if you like that Battlefield style of game, but I feel like they're about to do with Battlefield what they have already done with Call of Duty, which is make it an annual release. Battlefield 4 just came out last year. Now they're going to be releasing Battlefield Hardline, and then I'm sure Battlefield 5 or something else will follow the next year. And it's going to come out every year, and it's really not going to have any sort of variation in the series. You're not going to get radically different gameplay. It's just going to be pretty much the same thing over and over again. There's Knocking Eternal in the comments, or not the comments, but the chat saying, what a bad game. I mean, I don't think it's a bad game. I just think that it's not doing anything different, and that's what I wanted to see when I heard about this concept. They could have done a lot with the concept to make it a really, really, really different and cool and unique Battlefield game, and they didn't, and that's unfortunate. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. Those are my opinions. If you guys have played the beta, let me know what you think. If you haven't, let me know what you thought of the video, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.